tell you, that was. I'm really proud of our guys and the how we approached the week. I thought we had a great week of practice. Thought we coaches did a great job putting a plan together, both offense and defensively, putting a great plan together for us. Players believed in it, had a great week, executed at a high level early in the game, especially defensively. To keep not let them get any rhythm going, not let them seize momentum of the crowd or any of that stuff. And really proud of our guys, the attitude and how they approached this game and came into this game and went and performed. You guys know me. I wanted to finish a little cleaner than we did there, especially offensively late in the game, and even that one big play on defense. But if you ask all our coaches, I know we have pretty high standards. But I'm very, very pleased. That's a good Texas A&M team. And you look, they have talent. They're suffering. They're having to play a true freshman quarterback, which is always hard. As I said, he's got some starts under his belt, but he's still a true freshman quarterback. And I think our defensive staff did a good job to put him in some uncomfortable positions during the course of the game and limit, what he usually does well. And but you're always in a game with them because they have so many explosive athletes. Their kids played hard to the end. You look at their kids, what Kevin does, they're going to compete all the way to the final whistle. And it was a great win for us.
Questions?
Okay. Your third down defensive efficiency there, especially in the first half. They gained 1 point, 1 of 7 on third downs.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think the plan, obviously, what you want to do is you got a freshman quarterback. You want to get him some third, especially the third, and the longer you can do, the better, because the more you can disguise and the more confusing looks you can give him. And I think we were able to do that defensively.
Dan, what has been the biggest difference for you guys defensively this year?
I just think, the defensive identity of what we play with here at Mississippi State. I expect 11 guys to run as hard as they can at the ball every single play. I expect us to be sound, but be very, very aggressive in what we do. And, and play with a chip on our shoulder. We have a standard of expectation of how hard we expect you to play when you're on that field. And I think Todd's done a really good job. He believes in it. Obviously, he kind of fits what we're looking for. And but Todd's done a great job of understanding what those, I guess, what my expectations are, but it fits, I guess, his defensive style anyway. So it's really not much of an adjustment for him. Just go get him, and when I look at him, all I care about is how hard we're playing. Blitzing, not blitzing, that's his deal. I just want us playing hard.
Hey Dan, a lot of people will predict that you guys finished 6 wins for the entire season, and now you're at that before November. What's your reaction?
We made their predictions come true. I guess we hit that. No, you know what? You got 6 wins. There's a lot of football left to be played. The great thing, we got 3 out of 4 at home down the stretch. And, you look at the environments. That's the thing about the Southeastern Conference. We need that home field environment. We got an early kick next week. Yeah, we went out and played a tough UMass team. Last year was a battle. Coming down, they always play, with a little chip on their shoulder. We need that home field advantage every win. But 6 wins means to our team, our guys, hopefully at this point, you should be you're rewarded that you get 1 more game, and that's a great reward for the team at this point. We want to hopefully we get some more, but we've at least got ourselves the opportunity for 1 more game at the end of the season.
You struggled on the road in conference play so far, but today, what was different?
Well, I think we came out, executed a little bit better. And I think what happened, we made some early mistakes in those other games, and all of a sudden you fall behind and you're fighting from behind today. I think we came out, executed a little bit cleaner early in the game. Despite having a turnover to start, on a tipped ball early, that's obviously tough, but our defense came out, made a stop, and allowed us just to get into the rhythm of a game. And I think that was huge. I think just the confidence of what we played with was a little different.
What do you think of Nick's demeanor, especially after that first opening drive where he had that tip pass and interception and comes back from TD?
You're really seeing him grow. I am. I just his, like you said, I'm seeing him grow in his demeanor. In that way, his attitude. There's no panic, no worry in what he's doing. I think he's really doing a better job understanding coming off the sideline and having what I'll put in football term, I guess, having grown-up conversations, you know what I mean? He's coming off the sidelines, not, okay, do this, do that. Coming off the sidelines, okay, here's what's going on, why we're doing it, what did you see, I'm seeing this is how we're going to attack it, these are things we want to do. And there's a lot of understanding to that, not just, okay, what did I do, tell me what to do to fix it. Just really understanding about the philosophy of how we're going to attack the game.
that happened after that hit.
Oh yeah, I mean, he came off. I mean, we just went through the whole read and the pick, and just we're fine. Just go out. Here's what we're going to call the next series. Just manage. Here's the looks. I mean, he was more into the looks. What you want? These are the looks we saw while we were out there. Not the pick and it was tipped. That's done. Can't control that. Let's get into how they were playing. What are the looks? How do we need to fix it?
You're down a few wide receivers. Talk about the play of the tight ends, how much they helped you today.
Well, great. Couple big plays, couple big conversions, and like you said, we are, when you start looking, Keith Mixon was limited, even though we got him in a little bit tonight. Donald goes down. Gabe Miles is down. Injuries right now. 3 out of your 4 team captains are injured. You only have 12 seniors. This next guy up, though, you know what I mean? And we've been able to move guys. Jordan Thomas, we have to move him around and play some wide receiver. That did a decent job of that tonight and make some plays. And, so it's, I think the tight ends know. I mean, the benefit of having some guys that are versatile that way, they know and they can play wide receiver. Like I said, once you learn our offense, you know it. It's a lot of conceptually based. So once you kind of know it, you really should be able to play any position. At the receiver spot, once you just know the concepts of what's going on, and so it gives us the flexibility to move those guys around.
What happened with Donald and Dez?
Yeah, Dez had a stinger, so he should be back. And Donald had his groin was bothering him, and I think that last play just kind of really irritated it. But we'll see. I mean, nothing. I don't know the extent of either of them, but they're not major, hopefully, structural issues.
Gabe didn't make the trip. Do you know update on him?
Yeah, I mean he hurt his foot again, and similar to what he did before on kind of another fluke play, and so he's going to be week to week for us, and we'll see if he, hopefully we get him back here in the next couple of weeks.
How good was it to get Martinez another week of rest? I know he dressed out tonight.
He was dressed out. He was cleared to play, even though he was talking to the trainers. We talked about it, and he's okay, more of an emergency role. Keith Mixon was more of an emergency role, and that emergency kind of hit. But I do think it is really good for Martinez. We talked if we could get him through this game without him playing, there's a chance he'll be 100% coming back the rest of the season, so that'd be a big lift for us.
Coach, you guys have been struggling on the road, so now with a big win over a ranked team on the road, is this kind of peak time for Mississippi State football?
Well, yeah, I mean, just we I know we have a young team, and I guess it's hard for me to say that now because they're starting to grow up. So I'm not going to say that. I mean, we are young overall, but we're already now into 8 games into the season, so I guess you can't really talk that much about that anymore. And it's good to see us grow and mature. That's an excellent, like I said, that's your top. Anytime you get a top 20, beat the top 25 team on the road, that's huge for the program. That's huge for everybody. That's not easy to do, and and it just shows our guys are growing, and hopefully this could, keep grinding away, turn into a great season for us. Still a lot to play for.
You got a lot of production out of your backup running backs. You have the feature guy in Harris. What's it like to have a stable of backs behind him?
Well, it's huge, and it's good those guys. I think everybody sees the talent. We got some talent. Nick Gibson and Kylan Hill have got some talent. And obviously, D. Lee can come in and is really a physical guy. And, it's great to have him as a veteran guy to come in and do things. And it's good for those guys because they're going to see some of the mistakes they make, and they make some. Not first down carrying the ball. And you can go back and talk to them and say, hey, here's some things we need to make sure you're doing these things on every snap of the game. And they are younger players, and I think when they look at that, and the light kind of comes on of not just, hey, did you see my great run? Is, hey, okay, I understand, Coach. Yeah, I missed this protection. I missed this block. I should have been in this location here. They start having the accountability to make sure they understand the complete part of the game.
After making that first stop on them after the turnover, and a 16-play drive, just pounded ball, no really huge plays in that. Is that the best this offense has executed on a drive like that this season?
I think we've put a bunch of those together, during the course of the year. I think that was a great one. I think we really executed well. We were able to stay on the field, made a couple plays. I think the third down conversion Fitz made where something happened with the snap, and we got a little bit out of whack, and he was able to, really make a play on his own on the throw. He hit Jesse. I thought that was a huge, huge play. It builds confidence and allows us, we can convert on third down, allows us to really kind of try to grind on you and run the football and be really physical, and we want to be a physical team. and and it puts pressure on the other team. There's a psyche to it too of watching the team, and when you're as an offensive coach, you want to be back out there. Another team goes on a long, time-consuming drive. You kind of get like, I want to get on the field, and it can force you to press a little bit at times. So I think that was a good drive. We've had a couple good ones this year, but I think that was big, and especially to get some of those scores in the first half were huge.
You guys held them to only 18 rushing yards in the first half. What worked so well for you guys, shutting them down on the ground?
I think we did a great job with the fits, because you had to play all 11 guys in the run game, and we knew that, with the quarterback being able to run, and all week we just talked about, make sure we fit. Trust your assignment, get in position. Don't try to go make a play. Trust everybody, just fit and do your job, and we're able to do that and limit them running the ball in the first half, and that put pressure on them when you're playing a true freshman quarterback who's a dynamic runner. To put pressure on him to try to win in a pocket passing type of mentality.
The pass defense was ranked 120th last year. It entered today ranked number 2 in the country. What's been the difference there this year?
I bet they're going to be pretty mad at that last touchdown they gave up then, aren't they? There'll be some accountability in that room. I think that's it. I think it's a bunch. There's some bunch of the same guys back there. We've had a couple. You look at Jamal Peters making big plays tonight, Cam Dancer being able to be out there for us, Delando Cleveland back at the corner position. You have the depth at safety with John Abram coming in with the other guys there. And obviously I think Ron English doing an unbelievable job, and Terrell Buckley, those guys, putting them in position, understanding the defense, coaching them up of where they need to be. And, just our defensive staff as a whole understanding what we're trying to accomplish and getting guys in the right spots.
All right. That it? All right. Thank you.